Turn it up. Yeah.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe. Tune in now to the Scar Radio.
Hey guys, welcome to another promising to be great episode of The Weekend Vibez. It's another great Saturday, and I'm joined with this fast-rising Afrobeat superstar. Who am I talking about? None other than the one, the only, Lovn.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good to have you on the show, my brother.
Thank you, OJ. How are you doing today?
I'm good. So, if you were to introduce yourself, like if you have 1 minute to give it to them back to back to introduce yourself, can you go?
I'm always waiting for that.
60 seconds. Are you ready?
Yeah, what's up? This is Lovn, aka Soundbender, aka Lovn. Deo. That's it.
So you just have to give it to us.
No,
so that we know that you have a good voice.
That's like the major Lovn. The people know Lovn.
So people know you. They know your sound.
Yeah.
What is your sound? Because it seems like these days, if you're coming out of Nigeria, you don't see Nigerians doing hip hop, doing R&B. It has to be centered around the whole Afrobeat.
I get it.
I've listened to you, and I think for those of you out there who don't know, like, he's pretty amazing. So what would you say is your sound?
Okay, so here we go again. My story is always it's always long when it comes to this. So yeah, first of all, I'm not one of these artists that, sorry to say, I'm not one of these artists who gets to easily box themselves, because that's the word I use for it. So for a long time, I started music with R&B, then gradually into Fuji, then so much
You did Fuji?
Yeah, I did Fuji. I just cut it along.
For how long did you do that?
Not like pure like all the way Fuji, but I just like infused it into my sound at some point. Okay. All in the name of, I don't want to be boxed. I don't want people to see me and they say, this guy, Afrobeat artist. Oh, this one, R&B, that kind of thing.
What's so bad about being boxed into that Afrobeat space?
Oh, well, I don't think there's anything bad in it. You at the end of the day, we want to make Afrobeat go, everywhere and stuff. But I'm talking of Lovn now, so I'm speaking for myself. Right from time, I've always had this. I want to have a different vibe. There's nothing new, though. There's nothing you want to start that someone has not done before. But there's this thing I believe in trying, at least. So at some point, I even stopped. I always say this in interviews. I stopped listening to all my favorite artists, like people I listen to them. I stopped listening to plenty of them, Two-Face, my even foreign artists.
Were they influencing your sound?
Bro.
You wake up one morning and you're sounding like Tubaba. And then the next day you're sounding like Wiz.
That was just the typical. I did I used to do some covers with the guitar and all of that then. Yeah. I did one cover too. Was it Kiss Daniel's song that time?
Is he one of your favorite artists?
Yeah, when he came out then, it was one of my favorite, because he had this.
Then.
Yeah, to now, Kiss na legend already. So right from time, Kiss Daniel, Ricardo, all these guys have always been people I envied. If that would make sense. But the fact that every single time I score a song, I sound like almost like, let me just use the word exactly, like the artist. So when I just play a song for you now, or a cover, it's just Kiss Daniel, that kind of. So instead of me to feel like, then they compare me to celebrity, I always feel like I'm trying to build my own sound here. Why is, there was even a time I had old school on and shit. So when I go for performances with my guitar, sometimes I got a day, babe. I'm like, bro. In fact, I started like studying most of these artists because people compared me to them. That was when I started listening to Adekunle Gold, Korede Bello. I was like, these guys are good though. Whereas I don't know them before. I was just.
But you know the thing. I think you have to coming into the industry.
Yeah, I mean that's like
that phase. You have
that's
to
like
learn.
the normal way. I'm just trying. Like I said, there's nothing new, but I was just trying my best to see if, in fact, if I would say that's why it's the blowing in quote is taking this long, because when you're trying to build something new, when you're trying to build something new, people won't easily vibe to it. They will take it takes a while for them to really understand and embrace your sound and stuff. So that's what I feel. So now we're already doing okay. I'm Afrofusion artist. I'm this. I'm that. But in my head, I know.
What is that sound? What are the sounds that you want to play with? Since you don't want to get boxed in.
Yeah.
What sounds are you interested in? Basically?
Yeah. If you check my playlist now, you see some very funny, like weird music. If you know Yuzondo, Fatumata, or this, Sene, I don't even know people. I think go
from different
places.
African countries.
Today I can just pick one very unique song of maybe Bruno Mars. Tomorrow, Togo, I go pick one. So I'm not really. If you notice, I've been on a couple of competitions. Yeah.
Oh.
So I was on The Voice Nigeria, and then.
Oh, you were.
Yeah, I won.
What season was this?
This last one.
Yeah,
I know just stay there, So I'll explain why I not say. So, I wanted to explain fact that I usually don't like learn lyrics well. For someone who doesn't really listen to songs. So until you're on a show and then they give you a song, that's when I'll come begin to, force the lyrics down my throat.
The lyrics don't stay.
They don't stay. So at the same time, I want to infuse my vibe, and you should really know something first before you can change it.
Switch it up.
But I'll just enter stage. I want to do Fuji. I want to do everything. I want to cram the lyrics. So that's like even when the show I won in 2022, it was more like God's grace. I was just there vibing. There was even a performance where I was almost.
What show was this?
Access the Stars.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
So there was a time I was just saying what I didn't know on stage.
Oh, you were making things up.
I was just making things up. So what I'm just trying to say at the end of the day is the fact that I don't learn all this stuff, I don't listen to lyrics well and stuff, affected me in some way, but at the same time I feel like it's helped me to develop something unique. So if you hear my sound and you can tell that there's at least something different from the regular.
I wasn't really going to go into sound yet,
okay.
But since we're already here, we might as well continue. Okay, so I listen to you, and I don't think it's such a bad thing. Your sound is currently what is moving in the market.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's big ups to you. Like, your sound is currently what's moving in the market. I heard you. I was hearing Fireboy flavors. I was hearing Buju flavors. I was like, what's going on here?
You see, that's the vibe now. Like the fact.
I was like, what's going on here?
Now I'm liking the fact that you are picking like more than one sound in it.
Yes.
So that's the whole idea. I don't want to just come out. There was a time that once you hear my sound, you can say
one person.
This one, they can't good now. And then,
but you see the thing. A lot of known artists actually went through this.
Yeah.
We had some that survived. We had some that didn't. It's up to personal interpretation, but we had Joel, who sounded really a lot like Tubaba, and then it didn't sit well with some people. It did with some other people. But then we had Techno. I don't know if you really knew Techno back in the day. When Techno was sounding like different people.
Yeah.
But then Techno kind of
grew into
a particular sound, and then it worked out for him.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Joining me here is Lovn. The amazing, the fast rising Afrobeat star. He said we shouldn't box him in. Alright guys, you can always join in on the conversation. You can join me on Instagram at thisisofficialoj. You can join the Scar Telegram Radio on Telegram. That's our Telegram platform. You can join also on IG, AudioMac, Facebook, YouTube at Scar Radio. And you can also join all my twips. Tweet at us at Twitter, on Twitter, at Scar_Radio. We're always willing to listen to you guys, hear your gems that you drop every now and then, even though the streets of Twitter can be very...
Hey, bro.
It's not paved with gold. Like, the streets of Twitter can be very...
I can relate
sometimes.
I can relate.
So, coming back to you. we spoke earlier on the record label. You spoke about how you love management better than the record label. I don't know if it's because you are currently signed to a management.
No. Right.
And if this will change. Now, I'm sure you've heard of this pervading issue around Mobad, Naira Mali, and the rest. And that's some level of competition. And you spoke about how competition could be healthy for the growth of the music. Now, I want to take it to another direction, another side, a flip side. So recently, we heard from an artist about how there is this issue of belonging to certain fraternities for you to actually move well or blend well with certain people in the industry, and how that helps you promote your music. So you've been in the industry for a while, for a minute now, for some years. Is this real? Is this something that is on ground?
Hey, Jesus, I just start career.
Is this something that is happening? I mean, you're the inside man. Can you give us a little bit of gist if this is something that is going on?
Well, I can't. I don't have anything to say about that.
And if it is going on, is it something you'll be interested in?
Okay, that I can answer. I know fit. I can't for nothing.
I've actually heard certain gists. I won't name names because they are unsubstantiated currently. That you need to do certain things before you join a specific gang, or
it's a normal
before you join a specific crew. Otherwise, you'll never be trusted and stuff like that. So
yeah, I've been, hearing just like that too.
So what have you heard?
Away. It's everywhere now. You see it online. You see it most of the time. They say, there's a picture behind you, sir, that they said stuff about him too. Have you? Picture behind you.
Let's leave that one. That one is in the abroad. I'm talking about here in Nigeria.
Okay, so it's everywhere, even from school days and stuff. For you to be, most of these artists started from school. They were blowing in school before stuff. So you needed to be with some certain people. Even if you're not with them at first, once they see you blowing up or something, they
want you to join.
That's the gist I hear. So right now people are already advising me, when you get there, no go shaking it con. So then go come for you. People.
Oh, you've already received such counsel.
Yeah, people always say that. Thank God for the kind management where I do. Wow. If you're going out, it's so bad that if you're going out sometimes they want to know where you're going, who you're going with. The last time we were at this, on my way back, I dropped my manager off. The next, what he told me was, guy, no, they come out alone like this. You should not. No, they come out alone like this. Only you go call the drive, go out now. You guys, they deal with person. They are always trying to, because they know the way these people they've been in the industry for quite a while. They know how everything works. So they're always trying to, do a lot of, protection and stuff. So I don't know. I never entered the industry.
So you will not be interested?
I can't. If I wanted to, I would have done it. I know. When you want to do bad things, it's faster to, I'm not trying to say it's bad for people who they do.
So is it good?
Well, I don't know. But for them, it's good. They might have some good reasons for doing it. You never know. Some of them don't have a choice. Some of them didn't even know what they were doing at first. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm not sure I would ever want to,
All right, let's go on a short break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe.
All right, guys, welcome back. We've been having fun here in the studio. Honestly, we're talking about everything there is to talk about. Lovn is here. And how do you spell your name? I know, but so that they will know. And there's a story behind it, isn't there? So share with us.
Okay, so like I said, it was first Lovn. Jesus, this
shocking.
Lovn Charles.
Lovn Charles.
Yeah, but the Charles is not LES now. I removed the LES and then put Z there. Lovn Charles. I don't go through. See my names,
You see, the people that have suffered the most from this thing are
when
the
they
fans.
change name and the fans are really have to.
Who just wake up in the morning and because your music is good. We are forced to learn your name. Bonjour. No, it's not bonjour. Benson.
Benson.
No, it's not Benson. Lovn Charles.
A friend still buzzed me like a few days ago. Like, I'm trying to stream. There's this song I dropped in 2019, Aduni. So then I was still Lovn Charles, and the babe liked the song. You know, the song was moving gradually, but it was like, as you know, I told you I moved into different music, music genre and stuff. Yeah, so that song had a bit of jazz, a bit of bata, and everything. I combined a lot of stuff. So then it was just Lovn Charles, Aduni. So now that I'm pushing other songs, and then they've been listening to it, and they were like, I've been on Apple Music now. I don't see Aduni again. What's this up? I say, type Lovn Charles Aduni. Type Lovn Charles Aduni. But if you want to stream these new ones, just type Lovn. And they're like, there's a way you can do it with Apple Music or whatever. Just put But I did it with distro and all of that then, and I've been trying to claim it under this new name, but it's not working. So I don't know. So I always, it's been giving some of my friends issues. I always have to tell them, type this one.
So how do you spell the Lovn?
The Lovn is just Lovn.
Lovn.
Yeah, it was just, so after the Lovn Charles, I changed it to Lovn, just Lovn. And then when I was trying to, we were trying to put my this thing together, the Spotify account and all of that. And then I figured there was one, I don't know if it was an artist, one bro,
one guy,
one Chinese.
You'd be surprised. The guys from your village. Like, I will block this guy.
Now one Chinese guy, he had 36 streams or 30 less than he had the name already there. Wow. Just Lovn, Lovn, and I'm like, bro, they use this account. So we now had to. In fact, it took a lot of deliberations and stuff. I was just, could it be Lovn?
You could have. You didn't think of maybe having a double N.
We thought of that, but I mean that could have.
It didn't make much sense.
It didn't make much sense. So my boss just suggested, what about Lovn? Just remove the E. I was like, okay, that's not so bad. I mean, when I thought of it, like, this could even turn to like some logo thing, L, O, and
right.
V, and the whole idea just started coming together. I'm like, okay, let's just start it that way.
But for those of us who aren't conversant with what the side effects could be if you bared the name of someone who had that name on the platform.
Yeah.
If you had come in with that same name, what would have happened?
I'm not sure you even be able to open the account, like get the account in the first place, because especially for Spotify, you need a unique account and stuff and all those stuff. I'm not sure you can open have a name. They won't let you.
But let's speak about you. There was a time when Yeezy, Kanye, I think he had a song named titled Ye, or it was just his name, Ye.
Okay.
And then Burner had Ye out, but there was no conflict. Yeah. And then we had the Machala debacle. So what happened in?
Well, that's I don't know much about that story, but I feel like that's just a song title.
Okay.
You say Ye and all of that.
But Machala was pulled down.
Yeah, that one I didn't start waiting then they do, but after a while I had it brought it back, so I don't know.
Oh, it's back?
Yeah, he tweeted it now. He said
so you can't have a similar song title with one that is already on the platform.
You can have a similar song title, you can have a similar artist, this thing, the same spelling, the same name, the same. I doubt it. There has to be something a little different as far as I'm concerned. I don't know.
Okay, since we're already talking about the streaming platform, it leads to our next discourse. There was this talk, a whole session I listened to from Akon, and he said something. He said that there are 10 million uploads a day on the big streaming platforms, right? Okay. So we're talking about the financial scene of the music industry. 10 million. We have the Chinese, we have the Japanese, we have my auntie from the village, just like, oh, what's this platform all about? I need to put out my song.
Yeah.
You understand? And then everybody's putting out their content there.
Yeah.
How do you stand out? Do you try to push for the global market? Do you try to push for your Nigerian audience? What's the tactic?
Well, everything is strategic at the end of the day. You have to be as far as I'm concerned. Anything I say, it doesn't mean that I know much or whatever. But I just feel like there are different strategies to all of this thing. There are people who don't really need plenty strategy like that. We be saying, just money. The music is good, or maybe the music is not so good.
We'll come to this money. Let's continue.
As long as the music is at least, nice, and you get better money, and you can't get small strategies, some better team, if you just, meet, they know the right people to meet and stuff, forget it. You don't need to do much. I feel like,
really?
That one day.
You don't need to do much.
Yeah, if you have
good strategy, and you have loads of cash.
And you have the team.
Like, and you have they know they have the know-how.
Yeah, trust me.
So we're already here. How big
now here we go.
is the impact of money on an artist's career? And then I want you to also touch on upcoming artists who haven't won a competition like you have, who don't have the backing that you have. How do they do it? And then how much does money, how big is the role of money versus talent?
So I'm going to assume from even when I was still little and I was seeing people around me like the older ones.
When he was still little.
Like little, say little, different from young.
Big loving.
Yeah.
Big loving.
When I was still I wanted to say,
starting off.
Yeah, just singing as one of the other things that I do, not really because I wanted to do music. I had a couple of street brothers and stuff, this Egbon for street now. They were trying to rap, doing stuff. So, as at that time, I could tell that.
Were they any good?
Yeah, they were mad guys. Like, we had these people on the street that, they would just start all this freestyle thing. As at that time, the only thing we had Sabina to just go church, play piano, do my music inside church. So all those street things, when they did it, me, I'm like, this guy is good though. But you can tell that it's so unique. It's this. Me one person. We didn't even know much about this sign. What I know that time. But as at that time, uniqueness works. Rather than just you get money, if you just do unique, maybe
what year was this? Like
2012, 2011.
So like 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, you feel like uniqueness mattered.
Yeah, uniqueness mattered all that time, like more. Yeah. But like as it is now, my brother, just sabi a few TikTokers, or just do one sweet, just do one sweet. Like, it's all about these days. I'm not trying to say it works for everybody, but it's a little easier these days if first you have money just to push.
Oh, so like influencers
too. So the present trend now, TikTokers and
we saw how Lovn blew up.
You understand?
It was TikTok. Let's just
Fuse. Do you know since when Fuse have been making great music? Like, I don't
Fuse.
They're no saying Baba sings though. Nah, just as Finesse pick up for TikTok and all of that. They can't say Fuse. Person don't they produce, they write, they do stuff. Nah, no saying down. The same thing with many of them. Even this, my girl, the Lade Adulthood na Scam. It was still, I saw her story. Was it WhatsApp status the day she wanted to go shoot the store? She said she was asking for, was it models and stuff. Who go day island tomorrow? Can you come? Like, I just want to shoot a content. I'm sure she was not expecting the song to be this big.
Oh wow!
She just wanted
so she literally was sending out BC's broadcasts.
No, like just on her story, on her WhatsApp status. I saw it that day, and then I saw when she shot it and posted it, and then immediately I saw it. I just said, "This thing they make sense." So send me the audio, me and freestyle before. I didn't even know it was going to be big.
Wow!
We just saw it. She posted it on TikTok, and before you know it, 100,000 of. You don't blow with that. So before you know it, the song is everywhere. All from TikTok.
Wow.
So these days it's just luck sometimes, because it's not so much about the song. Sometimes you have to be relatable first of all, but sometimes not be every time the song has.
But then again, back in the day, the OGs, the old timers, how you guys.
Yeah.
Or how the old timers used to promote their music, the major way, even though that form is still in play right now. But then media had all the power.
Right now.
You had to go to the radio stations, you had to know one OAP there. The guy will tell you to sit down here
Alaba.
for like 1 hour. Then you come back, the guy will be like, okay,
DJs.
how you settle me? Then DJ this one, DJ that one, you
Now DJs go be the major thing.
And the DJs that used to play in multiple clubs, you'd be like, you'll be greeting them properly. Bro, afternoon sir, how's the family? It's Savinus, how's the family? But now, has the power shifted hands? How relevant is mainstream media now in promoting your music?
Well, if like I said, I don't know much, but from the little
but you know this one.
From the little
how relevant?
This is what I've seen. I feel like once your song blows up digitally, it affects all this other.
Oh, so other people have to tag along.
Everybody will now they are tagging along. It's no longer like, oh, you have to meet them properly like normal before.
Yeah.
If you meet them properly. If they once you blow online, once they say, Olamide don't push this boy, Kinikon, or Maven's just signed this boy, and Kinikon, definitely they would have to do all the tour, the waka, do some little stuff. But you just do it with 1 or 2 radio stations that that have, the platform. Once those ones just do and the song is trending online, every other station just because people will even request. Most of these OAPs will be like, put your request, and then imagine everybody just keeps saying, I want Burna Boy, I want Burna Boy.
No, I want Lovn. I want Lovn.
Okay, I want Lovn.
I want Lovn.
I want Lovn. I'll be like, who be this Lovn? you just can't help it.
Come on. And then you eventually get invited.
Do you understand? So that's from my own little understanding now. Yeah. That's how I feel it works now. It doesn't. Those days now, I know. Like I said, I was very little, but I know people who would. Was it even this guy that sang Etigi that time? Where they use bike? It was
Etigi?
Yeah. I've forgotten his name. This Etigi guy. I don't.
MC Galaxy.
MC Galaxy was Shekem, maybe.
Yeah.
I know there was one gist online then that this guy was selling his CDs with bike. He would sit behind the bike.
Oh, really?
I hope I'm not mixing it up, but I think it was Etigi. The guy would sit, he was sharing the CD. And all like
people will play this. Now where will you play this? Where will play CD?
They were he was selling it all by himself. You have to go and meet maybe marketer don't do them, but but now if a song like that comes out and then TikTokers just jump on it, he doesn't need to go through all that stress. Now to just sit down, they wait for people to call him. But then people went through a lot too. If my boss they tell you now, Dari, if they tell me the kind hustle way they hustle that time,
So then it was much more difficult.
I feel like it was much more difficult. Now, once you just, when you're lucky, sometimes just trend, do one small stuff. If it trends, 1 or 2 people will call you and then stuff. That one works. Or if you have money and have strategy and all those normal thing. But that money is very important.
Money is very important.
It's important.
When we come back, he's going to be telling us, Lovn is going to be telling us, he's going to be giving us a scoop. And that scoop is going to be the biggest paycheck he has ever seen in the industry. So when we come back, you don't want to go ahead.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe.
All right, welcome back, guys. We're just going to delve straight into it because even I am very curious to learn more on this issue. So, very straight. There's no need for too much grammar. What is the biggest check that you have witnessed in the industry? So that we can begin to have an idea of what's really going on. We understand, we hear a lot of things on the sidelines. We hear Burna 500k, dolls. Wizkid 1M, dolls. Davido 300k, 300k, dolls. But all of this is not verified actually. But then you're in the industry. It may not be $100 million and stuff like that.
Don't forget that I'm just entering this industry.
But then you've definitely seen things. So what's the biggest you've seen so far?
It's the show I won. That's like,
the biggest you've seen is one that came to you.
Yeah.
How much
That's
was
the
it?
show. Well, the it's a grand prize. You know the way they work now. Grand prize. Wow, talking now. People were supposed to help me now.
I didn't hear anything. Did you hear anything? I didn't hear anything.
If I say it now, my helpers would think I have money.
Don't confuse your helpers. No, you will edit it after you've said it. There's somebody to start singing one Igbo song. Come and help me.
Come on. Okay. So I mean, you guys saw the show, and the show's grand prize is 150M, and then I got my car from there, and then, in fact, the car is like the biggest thing I've like had so far in my life.
Wait, did you just say 150M?
Hey Jesus, I don't want me you sound this thing.
No, I'm just asking. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, the grand prize for the show is 150M. So it works with your car, the management deal thing too. So all this promo, everything is part of the money. Yeah. And then I have like allowance I get like every
monthly, annually, monthly,
and all of that.
Oh wow!
Don't ask me how much because I will not tell you. Before my helpers will know.
How much? I'm guessing you charge. I'm not going to ask you how much this time because I've worked closely with different artists, and I know that these things are very tentative. But how do you do your billing right now?
It's my
because now I believe you're mainly focused on building out the brand.
You get
so, but you cannot just
start off.
You cannot just be going for the events without anything coming out. Sure. So how do you go about that?
It's
the pricing.
It's usually my my management that does that for me. All they do is just
for those people that don't have management. Sorry for you. Because it seems like everything is bounced.
Yeah, at the end of the day, once you have a management, all you have to do is just make sure you get better at what you do, your music, obviously, and then fine boy and every other thing that you have to do. But when it comes to the money,
very necessary.
The money part of all of that, and most importantly, I do makeup too. I've not mentioned. So
really,
yeah. So I put my own focus on. Okay, let me just keep writing songs and all of that. So they just buzz me. Alpha, you get one show, can you come? So they will be the ones to tell me, and this is the amount they are paying, blah blah. Then I go, So I'm sure when this EP blows where we're now, and I not go to see
it will blow.
So that one I go be every time. Alpha, you have 3 shows tomorrow. Another one for 2. All those kind of things. So at the end of the day, they are the ones in charge of getting most of it. There are times I get some friends buzzing me. Alpha, if you perform for this show, I still have to like link my management.
So they must be involved in everything, every step of the way.
Yeah, they have to be involved.
Akon said something in the same interview that I spoke to you about earlier on the show. He said that it is great for artists who haven't gotten to the peak yet. You are fast rising, you're on a jet. That it's great for them to have something else doing. Yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's like the gist, like right from time. If you have the money right from time, bro. You see, I keep emphasizing on that money.
If
you get money, don't worry, don't stress. Just you use your money, push your music.
Ego.
But for us like this, we know where we come from. Bro, before I chose music, I usually tell people I did choose music like that. Music chose you.
That's the line.
That's the line, I swear. Because so when I was, if I say when I was growing up now, you say you don't grow.
You've grown now.
Growing up.
Okay.
As I'm still growing.
That was a nice one.
I happen to be one of these normal guys that they are into many things. I was drawing at the time. I was
Oh, you're quite artistic.
Yeah, I was doing plenty things. I could dance one time, and now I know Sabi big body. I could do
like passing current and all those stuff.
Yeah, all those normal school things. In fact, all the choreographer, all these things that they do now.
Socials.
Now me go now me the day front. They teach babes how to shake hands. So many of those stuff. So I never really thought I would do music like that. I was even when I entered uni, there was a time I was selling female shoes and stuff. My male go always. Get those stuff from one of our. I think one of our
brother
friends.
You've hustled.
You also. So I'm trying to give you the business.
So that
Then I went to learn this thing from one of my sisters that time. How to make liquid soap, how to make all those kind of thing. So she now me now go can say now only music I will focus on.
Oh my goodness! Obviously, you're into different things. What are you into?
So right now I'm just trying to put
outside music
now, because I noticed like when I was trying to put my head into everything at the same time, like I just want to make this money and it was not coming. I was struggling with everything, so I figured I needed to take a step back, and if I'm gonna do just music and makeup, let me focus on music, and for a while let me just give myself a space of time. So, okay, let me see how far I push this music to this time. Then I see how I won't carry my makeup enter. Maybe I'm gonna end up owning a studio, train a few people, or just I don't know. I even want to own a food place. I want to. Yeah, I cook it. But like, if I'm gonna do that now, I wouldn't be the one cooking, obviously. Now. So I just want to put my head.
It's really great to be able to do a lot of things, and then you're really skilled with your hands. From what I can hear, the makeup, the cooking, the drawing,
I still even did brush up one of these days. Though I went to one of my guys like that, did brush up with. He said, "Now God, when." No worry, now you don't need to. You're a soft kid.
It's okay. Just be talking.
All right.
What else do you do?
So right now, it's just I will just not sound like a jack of, because they say you're not to be master of anything. I want to be master of at least one or two.
Yeah.
So let me just focus on the music first. Then the makeup thing, I want to own my own brand. I want you to see powders out there and then say Lovn Cosmetics. This kind of
even the name.
The name
name
sounds
goes
with. So maybe the Naija Fenty Beauty then. The Naija Rihanna.
Oh shit, give them.
So,
but honestly, I think that's a very, very wise approach. I think, was it AY that said that he had to come out with being a comedian first of all,
to go into
and then have people know him for that before then saying, okay, see, I do movies, I do this, I do that, so that you don't confuse the audience. And then when you get to the point where it's time to confuse them,
you're not confused. I wanted to add the acting to Shabo. I know this will be look camera.
Hello, off the camera.
Off the mic.
Mic.
I want act to.
How many things do you do?
What?
You act as well.
I've not started.
But you know how to.
I don't think I know how to. People say I'll pass for a good actor, but I'm not sure, because hey Jesus, growing up again. As a Yoruba boy, at least you should be able to speak just one kind of Yoruba.
Yeah.
So I could easily, from that music thing, having to listen to this person and sound like them, I could listen to an Igbo person talk now, and I will start making. I'm going to and I can say, well, you go to an Igbo at the talk. I'm not speaking Igbo, gibberish. And I was I'm walking. I can't. What do I know they like uncle? All this kind of stuff. And then the Yoruba itself, I could speak like 4 different Yorubas, and so people feel like I could, infuse that into.
Does it get confusing at times?
Like, what should I do?
To do so many things, and then having to just handpick just one.
Yeah, it does.
Run with.
It does. It did. That's why I said music chose me.
Okay.
Because as at the time, the music thing now became like, oh my, I said, this music I'll go do. I still had plenty of options. I was still thinking, okay, maybe not makeup. Let me just focus on makeup, and I'll just be singing in church and stuff. And then, okay, I think it was this competition I went for in Ibadan then that started the whole thing. I never, at that time, I was just a regular, but the hustle they hit me now. I just want to sing for church normally. So yeah, I don't want to use my voice anywhere. I want to sing for God alone. And then
Then devil took your voice.
no, you devil take over. And then you would have to, I can't even start telling you the hustle then. It was so hard to, feed, go to work and everything. So my friend just told me, I think I just saw it. A friend just told me there was one MC, one OEP in Ibadan then was doing a talent show, just one small talent show like that. And then I just said, I shall go. There was comedians, there was, different people there. So I just went there now to see. Like a couple of guys that I knew from that, they are celebrities now from in Ibadan and stuff, and
Name?
There's Paul, the good guy. He used to call
I know Paul.
You know Paul, right?
I know Paul, right.
Paul, we were on that at that time. We used to call himself Paul, the bad guy, because he was
now because he's dressed like Jesus now.
Yeah,
he has become Paul, the good guy.
That time he used to wear these glasses like fowls, and he used to make fowls. So he after that competition, it was that same MC that hosted the stuff.
What's his name?
I don't forget.
Don't worry. Let's go on.
I don't forget, but I know there was BKGMB, part of the BKGM. There was MC R&B. R&B works with Beat FM now. Yeah, or Niger FM. R&B. I don't forget. Jesus, bros, no verse if you watch this thing. But now you gonna get this show.
Vex small. So, you don't forget your name.
I don't even forget to MC, what's in this song? I don't forget.
It's not but it's the money that is clouding your judgment. It's clouding your remembrance.
So now I did this stuff, and then I happened to be I didn't win like that. A comedian who was the first, but for music now there was a tie between me and a guy called Somi, and then I think Paul was now the third, so there was no third. There was a tie between myself and Somi. So they wanted to give one person seconds, one person. They now said we should freestyle. Me, I want to be freestyle. But instead of us to like diss each other, we can't begin to sing for one babe on the stage now. So they're like, sense. These guys should work together. So we can't be.
So both of you
can't be second. So
then Paul.
I think Paul was now the next. So from there, BK and R&B, those guys started supporting us. I could remember R&B would always take us to a studio then to recorded some songs. That song I would go to speak one bad English there, but now if I don't do, we don't say that. And then you came in like a hurricane. But the song was nice. I don't know what I did think. We did correct the English. That's why I couldn't say that. I cannot. But the song was sweet.
It was sweet.
But that English,
it was blowing the audience away.
Like when I figured like I was playing this song for people. I didn't notice that part. I was always just playing I was just feeling like this song is nice. Or I was just playing it for my guy. He was like hurricane. I said Jesus hurricane. That day I started to play that song. But what I want to bring out was R&B that was always pushing us then. It was around that time I met R&B's friend Fumbi that want to take me to ABK to go perform. I'll go reach FUNAB, then I'll go reach FUNAB like this. They sing.
Do you still go there now? Or like is it Lagos for you now?
Lagos. I mean, it's because since then till now, it's still like, to me, I feel like I'm still hustling to put the stuff there. So now then we know the story, say you're actually growing now. Now they see him. To me, I still feel like this sound never come, because these guys believed, like the way they take believe in me that time, like say I could just blow the next month.
That's how much they thought you were talented.
Yeah, because
or they believed in your talent.
Yeah, Fumbi took me for a show. It took me to this FUNAB around the time that Olamide just signed Fireboy and all these rappers. These 4 young rappers they signed then. This I've forgotten their names. So those guys, like I was like the only like indie artist there. But
where?
Funab now. There's this show Fumbi used to do there back then. So we went there.
So were these 4 artists, these new signs, were they there with you?
They were there. Like I was just trying to say I was the supposed celebrity where they no sabi. In my mind, they no sabi me. Yeah, I just did carry my guitar day one side with my babe then Sharon. Not be my babe, but I mean we did that song together. I beg go correct.
Sharon.
So we at that stage now.
Breakfast is the worst thing.
But I chop breakfast on that girl, Sha. I like it.
You had the breakfast.
Yeah, we never had a thing.
Oh.
We never had a thing, but I mean, I thought, anytime I watch the video we do, I say, oh my, I like this girl though.
Try.
I can't tell her now. The people go tell me, Lovn, I'm not doing.
Well, she must have reached out to you or something to congratulate you after you won your 150.
No, now we were talking even till like won it. Even she's no longer in the country now. We still talk. We still chatted like
internet still works.
Yeah, Lord of Jesus. I wanted to say that I performed on that stage, and then the same crowd that shouted for and nothing I wanted more. They were screaming my song back, and I was like,
they knew the song
already. So I think that's definitely Fumbi's work. So probably before he takes an artist down for the show, he probably played the song, promoted the song. So I've had a lot of people support my life. Now they mention their names anywhere where I go. You understand? So
his songs actually really amazing. Like it feels like you're the next thing that's going to happen.
I am. By
so
God's grace.
Very quickly, don't come and disrupt our industry too much. The way Asake is disrupting the industry, just disrupt small, then put it back together.
Put it back, Abi. Don't worry.
$500,000 or a collab with Jay-Z.
Bro, $500,000.
Not Naira, dollars. Or a collab with Jay-Z.
Right now, what's that? How do you calculate that in Naira?
Times $7. Or a collab with Jay-Z.
You really win more. There are other artists too. Bro, that money is important.
Jay-Z is literally going to be on a track like, yeah, Lovn,
yeah, rolling with Lovn. But where I go see money promote the song, bro?
So a collab doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't like draw in investments and stuff like that.
Yeah, it does though. Like big time.
I literally put Jay-Z as the artist in that question because Jay-Z hardly ever jumps on people's tracks. Yeah. So if you have Jay-Z versus $500,000.
So that question, please help me to calculate the money first.
Wait first.
If I don't see $500,000, that
250 million thereabouts.
I can't.
250 million. So it's over 200 million there.
Thank you. I appreciate Jay-Z. I love you. But I love you, but I love the money more. I love Jay-Z, but you can see this. Bro, I'm taking the money first. You see,
$500,000, bro.
Are you kidding me?
Your mom will be like, "Who is Jay-Z?"
Collabs helps a lot of artists. In fact, they while I was putting this EP together, my team, they asked me, who would you like to feature? Let's say you want to. I do always get issue with that thing. Like, I can't even think in my head, I want to feature yourself like this.
Yeah. I was even going to ask you that.
I don't always have it in my head. Like, okay, I want to feature anybody. I just want that sound to be known first. Then the right artist.
You don't want to feature anybody just yet?
For now, yeah.
Wow.
But even though that would help me a lot, big time. But I want it to be that, like, my sound would touch like maybe a Burna Boy or a bigger artist, even if it's abroad or something. Like, guy, I want to jump on your track. I'll come appreciate. Thank you, Baba. But not thinking, this person I'm featuring on this song. Now, I feel like it can work and it might not work. So they can overshadow your song. To
make people understand that it's not an arrogant thing.
It's not
at
just
all. It's a brand propagation thing. And you need to let people know you for you before you start hearing things like, "Oh, that song blew up because Olamide was."
Do you understand? I know a couple of songs that blew up back then that the artists actually were mad guys, but because
the feature
the feature can dim the whole thing. Yeah. Even me now, if I listen to the song, I say, that Burna Boy song. Context, no be Burna Boy get a song go. Now one boy feature. I say,
it's kind of reminiscent of record somebody's name.
I don't know. I just they talk with how they talk.
Lekon song where he had reminiscent before he got into the Big Brother house. But next question: collaborate, fire, and marry. Beyonce, Tiwa, Thames.
Collaborate Beyonce.
Because she's abroad, but
before encore.
She's international. Okay. So is Tiwa and Thames, by the way, but that.
Yeah, they're all international. I mean, respect them.
But she's Beyonce.
Understood. Beyond.
So who will you fire and who will you marry?
Now, wow.
You have Tiwa and Thames left.
Yeah, because I love Tiwa. I love her. Oh my God.
Enough to marry her.
But Tiwa, not my mama now. Tiwa, not my mama. So I will just.
Tiwa, not your mama.
Not my mama now. Not mama for industry now. Thames now.
I think she would prefer auntie, but ladies are very particular about.
Me, I'm a teenager now. I'll be 15. Like by the end of what's it called? Forget the mustache. Forget the mustache. I'm just looking a little bit unkempt this morning. I couldn't shave before coming.
Yeah, my nephew too, who's about 10. He has just the same amount of facial hair that you do. So I understand.
When you don't buy, it's puberty.
Yeah, it's puberty. Yeah.
So, Tiwa and my mama. So, in this case, I would have to fire.
You marry Thames.
I'll go marry Thames. You go marry Thames now.
What do you mean by you marry Thames?
You have to marry Thames now.
Well, I guarantee you that after this show, he's going to be kneeling down. Maybe you praying for him. I'll be speaking blessings over his life, removing all those things that are blocking.
In this case, no, mama will go. Mama, she's my for years. I don't love her over the years, so.
Over the years. So that's a long-term relationship.
Long-term relationship. So for now, let me just. She go advise me, marry my daughter.
All right. So very quickly, let us know how people can have access to your music.
Yeah, it's Lovn everywhere. Lovn. Once you type Lovn on any platform, it will bring you to my
all streaming platforms.
Yeah, so if you come to IG2 or Twitter, anywhere, once you type Lovn, it will tell you this Lovn. My IG handle is this Lovn.
I was just about to ask you that.
This Lovn.
This THIS LOVN.
Yeah.
This Lovn.
Yes.
All right, guys, that's our time. Unfortunately, I feel like we could have gone on and on and on, and they would have probably slept in the studio till tomorrow. That's how amazing this conversation has been. Lovn here with me. Thank you, brother, for coming through.
Thank you.
He said I shouldn't say the amount anymore, bro.
Sir?
I shouldn't say the amount anymore.
Which one of the amount?
No, the 50M you say you give.
Okay, from the one you're giving me, that $500,000 instead of Jay-Z. Yeah, obviously, if you work that out, why not?
It's obvious that he knows how to whine.
No, it's just the truth.
Just like me. That's our time, ladies and gentlemen. My name is OJ SOKK, President of Talk. This is the Scar Weekend Vibez every Saturday right here. Same time next week we'll be here. You can catch me on my social media handle. Send me a DM. Send me some money. Since Lovn has denied me in public.
50M.
He promised 50M, but don't worry about that.
Don't worry.
Just send me your account details. I want to drop something huge.
655
043. You can catch me on Instagram at this is official OJ. That's our time, people.
Right.
Love and life. Bye.
Turn it up this weekend on The Weekend Vibe.